Okay, good morning. It's May 12th, Friday. It's about 20 to 8. Been hiking for about 20 minutes. John and I caught a ride with the Trail Angel. She gave us a ride this morning along with a young guy. His name's Jason. His trail name is Germerican because he's an American but born in Germany and raised in Germany. So we got off at the trailhead at it's about 10 miles outside of Tehachapi at a place called Willow Springs Road. So the three of us got out, and at that point in time there were 3 girls coming up the trail as well. So there's 6 of us right now. You can see maybe one or two of the hikers ahead of me. So Jason is doing what's called slack packing. So from the trailhead here this morning at Willow Springs, it's 8 miles to Highway 58. And Highway 58 is another crossing point where you can go to Tehachapi. So a lot of hikers will lighten their pack and hike the 8 miles and then go back to Tehachapi. And that's what Jason's doing. These 3 girls, they haven't been to Tehachapi yet, and they're hiking the extra 8 miles right now, and then they're going to Tehachapi. So, and then the other option is what John and I are doing, which is just go back to where we got off the trail and continue north. So when we get to Highway 58, we're just going to continue. And these other 4 hikers will head to Tehachapi. So we'll probably see Jason in a couple of days or so when he gets back on trail. But for now, and excuse the huffing and puffing, I got an uphill here. For now, we're doing these 8 miles. It's supposed to get warmer, so definitely not as windy as it was. And I got another gate here, and that's what we're hiking through, another windmill farm. So anyway, we're continuing and headed, I think, about 90 miles or so to a place called Walker Pass. We're hoping to be there in about 6 days. So another hour or so after my last video, and I'm still in a wind farm, but this is what renewable energy looks like in California. It's just windmills everywhere here. And I can see why, because there's a lot of wind here. It's been a great morning for hiking, and I'm noticing, so there's a crane up at this windmill, and a hiker was telling me yesterday that he was here when that crane was lowering one of the windmill arms, and he happened to chat with one of the workers. I guess it's right near the trail where we're headed, and the worker said that they were doing maintenance or something on it, and the windmill arm is 160 meters. These things are huge, and you don't really realize the scale until you get closer to them. But as you can see, I'm sure they generate a lot of power, but they take up a lot of land, which I don't know if land was good for anything else anyway. And it takes a lot of manpower to maintain all this stuff. It's actually quite interesting. Okay, it's 11 a.m. We've hiked 8 miles. That's John up ahead. He's got his umbrella out. It's getting warmer for sure. And there is a bit of a breeze, which helps. Not like the wind we had the other day, but still the breeze is very nice. I think the temperature is supposed to be around 75 degrees today, later, something like that, and then get warmer as the days go on. We walk along this freeway. It's Highway 58, and it goes to Tehachapi, or around Tehachapi as well, towards Bakersfield. So we'll be walking in some traffic noise for a little while, and we've got 17 miles before the next water. So when we get there, I'll let you know how that works out. I think we have enough water each, 3 liters each. Should be good, but we'll see. So we are north of Tehachapi. We did 14.5 miles today. You can see the windmills way down there, and that's where we climbed over 2,500 feet. We're at about 6,000 feet elevation right now. So it was a bit of a tough climb, and it got up. It was hotter than we were expecting. It got up to 83 degrees. But there was a breeze, not a strong one, but what we're having right now. So it's 5 o'clock, and we have a little bit more elevation to go, and then it's pretty flat for the next 50 miles or so. And there's only a couple of water sources, so we have to be careful with water. So about 3:30 we stopped here at this little spot, and we basically stopped early and decided to camp. We'll get up maybe early in the morning, watch the sunrise, which from here I think would be pretty cool. So here's where we are, and I'm gonna semi-cowboy camp in my tent tonight. No fly, just the nest. And yeah, and that's it for today. Except that, by the way, I was talking about those windmills. The windmill arm wasn't 160 meters, it was 160 feet. Thought I'd better correct that. Anyway, that's it for now. Okay, it's Saturday, May 13th, about 11:30. We started hiking at 6:30. We came 10 miles to this spring, and it's warm today, so we're gonna sit here for a couple hours at least, and maybe have a nap in the shade. We've filled up our water, and we're gonna drink a lot of water. And you can see this trough full of water. That's not where the water comes from that we take. That's how it works right there. What do you think of the water, John?
Oh my God. Fantastic.
Right?
Fantastic.
Especially on a day like today. And it's 20 miles to the next easy water. There is other water, but it's hard to get to at 10 miles. So we're going to make sure and carry enough water for the rest of today and tomorrow till we get to that other water source. You should be able to hear the sound the turbines make. They are immense, those things. Okay, this is mile 587. We went another couple of hours, which is a little over 4 miles, to camp here. And then from here, we've got a little over 15 miles tomorrow to the next water source. So this is going to be a common stopping point for a lot of hikers today, in between water. And there's John's site. So we're going to be dry camping here, which means the only water we have is the water we carried with us. So we need enough for tonight, which won't take too much water, and then enough for tomorrow to get us to the next spring. So yeah, finally kind of got to the dry section, which was expected.